Hello, welcome to Khel Now TV and welcome to this special live streaming. As we just saw in last couple of hours, Hugo Boumous has completed his transfer from Mumbai City FC to ATK Mohun Bagan in a mega transfer deal. I think many of Indian football fans were, many of guys guess it right in last couple of months that ATK Mohun Bagan were working on the background to rebuild their squad. And if you remember my old videos of Aminder, especially signing for ATK Mohun Bagan and a couple of players like Listing Klasso, Sandesh Shingan also last year, if you remember what I said, that ATK Mohun Bagan has tell all these players that they want to win AFC Cup. It's not about ISL trophy anymore for them. It is all about now Asian trophy. They want to be first Indian club to lift that AFC competition trophy, not just the Asian trophy, because I think East Bengal has done in past. So that's the idea, and we knew that they will go crazy in the transfer market, and that's what they have done. People were thinking that the player from Finland which they signed who playing in Euro Cup right now, Zoni Kako, is a big signing. I will tell you that's not a big signing for sure. He's not paid same money as Hugo is paid. That's one thing for sure. He's quality player, but if you see the level he was playing before coming to India, he was playing in Denmark second division, so their wages are not too high there. Of course, he's getting good money, but as not as good as what Hugo Boumous, Sunil Chhetri, Gurpreet Sandhu, Roy Krishna, Leaf Andre, Ogbeche were there in last season on their salary in the last season. So this is the deal. The idea is to get somebody like Hugo Boumous, Roy Krishna, one Asian centre back. I think they're going to release David Williams also, or maybe he will stay there. You never know, because ATK Mohun Bagan has done in past. They have kept more than 6 foreigners with their squad. Did not register some players, but they paid them. So if they did not get anybody to offload David Williams, I think they will keep David Williams around, but they might not register him, and they want to sign an Asian centre back. I am told just today only, and this is the exclusive information for you guys, that they're looking to sign an Asian centre back for the AFC Cup. And of course, they don't want any random player. They want a quality player. If they don't get it, they might wait till ISL starts. They might not play him in the. They might play with just 3 foreigners, or maybe with David Williams in the AFC Cup, which is we are not sure when going to take place, because AFC till now uh, have not given the dates for the South Asian group. As we know, Asian group is already cancelled. Now, talking about Hugo move, we all know that he came to Goa. I think did very well in the ISL time with Goa, and of course, when Lovera moved to Mumbai City FC, he wanted to sign him, and it was a very complex signing for Mumbai City FC. They paid around 1.72 crores in and around that amount to sign him as a transfer fee, plus the wages was there, and he was there in the long-term contract with the Mumbai City FC. Now ATK Mohun Bagan wanted to sign him. So what they did is that if I remember correctly and I'm told correctly, that after the season ended, ATK Mohun Bagan representative met Hugo Boumous in Goa. They tried to tell him all the project they are into it. They told him they want to win Asian trophy, and of course the wages and the kind of team they want to build around him. The project were told him when the ISL was got over in Goa, and after that, uh, ATK Mohun Bagan and Mumbai City FC were negotiation to agree the deal for the transfer fee. And what I'm told, the transfer fee is around 2 crore rupees. It can be a bit more, plus taxes is also there, so you have to remember the GST and everything. uh, so they paid around 2 crores plus taxes and plus some bonus deal to Mumbai City FC. And this is transfer fee is one thing, and I think it's not more than, but not too much more than, but uh, Mumbai City FC paid to FC Goa. But you have to also see that the length of the deal is 5 years. Even club like Manchester United, they don't sign players on a 5 year deal. They usually sign 4+1 year deal, or maybe 3+1 year deal. If you see Bruno Fernandes, I think it's 4+1. So the length of the deal, they did same with Aminder Singh, that they did same with Subhashish Bose. I think might be, and they're doing same with other players. They have, this is longest deal for a foreign player in Indian football, which I have heard of till now. It's a 5 year deal, and wages in and around 2.5 crores per year, plus bonuses, plus other bonuses. and plus other bonuses. To make that, I am not sure on paper, off paper, how much they're paying him for per season, but that's 2.5 crores on wages, which will make it around around 12 crores, 12.5 crores in a wages only for 5 years. If you stay at 5 years, ATK Mohun Bagan, and then of course there is 2 crores, in and around 2 crores transfer fee which they're going to pay Mumbai City FC. And I think it's a crazy deal, the amount of money they are spending. And this is where I also want to talk about salary cap also. And this is a special video just on Hugo Boumous. We will have a separate live session tomorrow where we will speak about all other ISL team, but this is just about this deal and what is going on the behind the scene in ISL. uh, uh, what I want to also tell that I am not a big fan of this salary cap, by the way, and I have been discussing this thing with many people who are working in Indian football in ISL. What can we do about salary cap? Should salary cap should be there? Because we have seen that, you know, clubs have find a way to play with the salary cap. For example, now last season Mumbai did it, then now Bangalore is doing it. They have signed foreigners on a loan deal now. In a loan deal means Bangalore might be paying some salary to the player, but majority of the salary of that player will go from parent company, parent club, and of course the Bangalore FC will pay, or Mumbai City FC paid loan fee to Kerala Blaster. In this case, Bangalore will pay loan fees to the Brazilian club, because loan fee doesn't count on the salary cap. So what we can do? Do we need salary cap? So my idea is we might not need salary cap. If somebody want to spend that money, I think किसी को अगर किसी के पास पैसा है, लेट दम स्पेंड. बट क्या कर सकते हैं इसका लिए एक अल्टरनेटिव मेरे दिमाग में है, यानी काफ़ी जगह यूज़ भी होता है. इफ़ अ क्लब इज स्पेंडिंग 100 रुपीज़ ऑन अ सैलरीज in ISL, let them have a mandatory rule that 30% of that money they need to spend in uh, grassroots development. Not the youth teams, I'm saying grassroots development. Youth teams, it's not spending money for under 19, under 18, under 16. I'm saying grassroots development, which means under 5, under 7, under 9, under 11 teams. And I think that will help everybody. If ATK Mohun Bagan want to spend 50 crores, let them spend 50 crores, but then make sure that 30% of the 50 crores it's spent in the grassroots all across the West Bengal. For example, Northeast United, they don't want to spend 15 crores or 16 crores. If they want to just spend 10 crores, they feel that they can make a competitive team in the 10 crores. Their aim is not to win ISL. So then if they're fine with the 10 crores, let them have 30% of 10 crores to spend on the grassroots in Guwahati, Assam and everywhere else. That's what I personally think. We might not need the salary cap, because salary cap is there for 16.5 crores for the salaries to be paid to for all the players, which includes foreigners, Indians. But in last 5 years we have seen that, you know, how easy is to play with the salary cap. So that's my view is get rid of salary cap, make a mandatory rule for all the clubs. Whatever you spend on the salaries, out of those total money, 30% of should be spent on the grassroots development, not on the youth teams. I'm saying not on the under 16, under 19. That's mandatory for them to do, because that's they need to do because of AFC license. They need to spend that money on grassroots development, on the baby leagues, under 5, under 7, under 9, under 11. And then if, say for example, ATK Mohun Bagan wants to spend 100 crores in a salary, let them spend. They have the money, you know, until unless the money, of course I'm sure AFC will have something like financial fair play for Asian football. I'm not sure about that, I need to check that. But let them spend 100 crores if they want to spend. It's their money. But then make sure out of those 100 crores, 30 crores is spent on the grassroots development of Indian in the state of the West Bengal where the club is based out of, because that will help to spread the game. तो मेरा ख्याल, I'm trying to mix it up in Hindi and English because we have audience from the both the languages. मेरा ख्याल ये है कि आपका 16.5 करोड़ का जो सैलरी कैप है, आई थिंक उसको हटा देना चाहिए. उसके बदले क्लब्स को फ्रीडम देनी चाहिए, जो उनको स्पेंड करना उनको करने दीजिए. बट जो भी वो स्पेंड करेंगे उसका 30% उनको अपने ग्रास रूट डेवलपमेंट में स्पेंड करना पड़ेगा. मैंडेटरी रूल होना चाहिए, जैसे CSR का रूल होता है. 30% अपने ग्रास रूट डेवलपमेंट में स्पेंड करना पड़ेगा. ग्रास रूट डेवलपमेंट का ये मतलब नहीं है अंडर 16, अंडर 19 टीम. ग्रास रूट का मेरा मतलब है अंडर 5, अंडर 7, अंडर 9, अंडर 11 लीग्स होती हैं, बेबी लीग्स होती हैं. नॉट जस्ट टीम्स, आई एम सेइंग बेबी लीग. स्कूल्स में लीग होनी करवानी चाहिए इन क्लब्स को. बिकॉज अगर ATK मोहन बगान 100 करोड़ खर्च कर रहा है सैलरीज में, लेट देम स्पेंड 30 करोड़ ऑन द ग्रास रूट. मेरा आइडिया ये है. एंड आई एम नॉट श्योर कितने लोग इससे एग्री करेंगे, कितने करेंगे, बट मुझे ये लगता है अगर फुटबॉल को इंडिया में स्प्रेड करना है, बड़ा करना है, ग्रास रूट डेवलपमेंट इज एज इम्पॉर्टेंट एज ISL और आई लीग और द टॉप लीग, बिकॉज जब तक वो नहीं होगा, अभी आप देखोगे 2-3 साल से कोविड है, हमारे यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है, द फ्रेश बैच ऑफ प्लेयर्स इज मिसिंग. We will see same type of players coming in the ISL right now. कोई नए players नहीं आ रहे हैं. तो my idea is that now talking about what ATK Mohun Bagan is telling, as you can see, I have made some subheads for you guys. ATK Mohun Bagan सारे अपने players को बोल रहा है, जितने players से बात कर रहे हैं signing के लिए. For example, they signed Liston also, Aminder, now Hugo Boumous, and they of course signed Johnny also. They are telling everybody that they want to be first Indian club जो एशियन ट्रॉफी जीतना चाह रहा है, AFC एशियन ट्रॉफी. तो आई थिंक दैट्स द ड्रीम दे आर सेलिंग एंड दैट्स दे आर गोइंग क्रेजी फॉर इट. आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू वेरी सिंपल इज दैट they are still in the market for the Asian center back. They already have Sandesh, they already have Subhashish Bose, they already have Pritam Kotal, they already have Tiri under contract. John Johnson is also under contract. I think, I'm not sure his contract is over or not, but they want to get an Asian center back. David Williams is available. If any offer come, ATK Mohun Bagan is ready to release him if any club wants to sign him. That's the latest I have for ATK Mohun Bagan. And what I think, what they want to go in Asia in this season and the upcoming season is that because they qualified for AFC Cup both the years, this year also, next year also. What they want to go with Sandesh as a centre back, partnered by Asian centre back, and Johnny is of course there for Finland, which they have signed. Then Hugo Boumous as a number 10. Roy Krishna, it's a bit complicated, but they want to retain, their first choice is to retain Roy Krishna only. एंड इसके अलावा आई थिंक ये एक और रीजन है कि डेविड विलियम्स को रिलीज करना चाहते हैं, बिकॉज दे हैव लिस्टन, मनवीर, so they want these two Indian striker to compete for that position. And I totally agree. Some fans from other clubs, they are worried because if you see the amount of money they have spent on couple of players, शायद नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड का उतना टोटल बजट हो. अगर आप बात करोगे कि जो 5 साल का पैसा ये हुगोमो को दे रहे हैं, जो उन्होंने अमिंदर को दिया है, तो इन दोनों की सैलरी अगर मिला दे 5-5 साल की, वो 22 करोड़ होता है. सो 22 करोड़, एंड दैट्स टू मच मनी इफ यू आस्क मी. सो काफ़ी फैंस वरीड है, बट आप, आई थिंक दिस, माई ओपिनियन इज वेरी सिंपल. सैलरी कैप, इट्स नॉट वर्किंग. वो सबको पता है काम नहीं कर रहा है, वो ISL को भी पता है, वो क्लब्स को भी पता है, एंड दे आर फाइंडिंग अ वे टू प्ले विद इट. तो अब उसमें उसके लिए कुछ अल्टरनेटिव करना ज़रूरी है. तो अल्टरनेटिव आई थिंक ये होना चाहिए कि ग्रास रूट डेवलपमेंट में जितना पैसा आप खर्च कर रहे हो उसका 30%, 20%, 25%, सारे क्लब से बात करके एक फिगर पे आ सकते हैं, उस पैसे को आप खर्च कीजिए. एंड देयर शुड बी ऑडिट ऑफ इट. ऐसा नहीं है सिर्फ दिखाने के लिए खर्च कर दिया कि हमने इतनी बॉल्स बांट दी है. उनका पूरा रिकॉर्ड होना चाहिए, कितने मैचेस करवाए हैं, किस स्कूल्स में लीग करवाई हैं, उन प्लेयर का क्या डेटा है, क्या स्कोर लाइन रही है, उन प्लेयर को कौन ट्रैक कर रहा है, कितने प्लेयर्स अगर ATK मोहन बगान कर रहा है, कितने प्लेयर्स उन्होंने अपनी एकेडमी में साइन करे उस लीग से. ऐसा नहीं कि ऑन पेपर जैसे CSR प्रोजेक्ट इंडिया में होते हैं वैसे नहीं होना चाहिए. आई थिंक देयर शुड बी अ सिस्टम टू ट्रैक ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, एंड दिस पर्सनली आई थिंक ये करना चाहिए, बिकॉज currently everybody knows that salary cap is not working. So let's see. I think that's my opinion on salary cap, and I think it will be great for Indian football if ATK Mohun Bagan goes and win the AFC Cup this season, if AFC Cup continues for them, because we are still sure नहीं है साउथ एशिया के मैचेस के बारे में. अगर वो जीतते हैं, so next year when Mumbai City FC will be in the Champions League group stage, ATK मोहन बगान को प्ले ऑफ का स्पॉट मिल जाएगा. वो क्योंकि अभी वो AFC कप में है फॉर नेक्स्ट ईयर, बट उनको प्ले ऑफ का स्पॉट मिल जाएगा. अगर वो प्ले ऑफ से क्वालिफाई कर जाते हैं, आगे ग्रुप स्टेज से चैंपियंस लीग पहुंच जाते हैं, there are chances that we might see another Indian club in the AFC Cup, because वो स्लॉट किसको जाएगा, जो ATK मोहन बगान का नेक्स्ट ईयर का स्लॉट है, उसका कंफ्यूजन जब टूर्नामेंट पास आएगा तभी पता चलेगा. तो आई थिंक इट्स अ गुड ओवरऑल डील फॉर इंडियन फुटबॉल, इफ एंड स्पेशली फॉर ISL ऑल्सो, बिकॉज अनदर क्लब गोज टू एशिया. अगर ATK मोहन बगान इस सीजन AFC कप जीत सकता है, एंड आई थिंक द काइंड ऑफ प्लेयर्स दे हैव, इफ आई जस्ट चेक देयर स्क्वाड, एंड जो अभी उन्होंने इस सीजन जो प्लेयर साइन किया, सही है, अमिंदर सिंह, लिस्टन क्लासो, जोनी काका, दीपक टंगड़ी, आशुतोष मेहता, हुगो बोमो. रिलीज किसको किया है? जयेश राणे, हावी हर्नांडिस, कोमल थटाल, रिगन माइकल, एडू ग्रासिया. आई थिंक इसमें से हावी हर्नांडिस रेगुलरली खेल रहे थे, एडू ग्रासिया ज़्यादा रेगुलर थे. तो जिस तरह का उनके साथ उनके पास प्लेयर्स हैं. आई थिंक दे हैव फैंटास्टिक प्लेयर. एक क्वेश्चन मैं ले लेता हूँ जो मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग दिखा है वैभव गुप्ता का. व्हाट डू यू थिंक दैट सर्जियो ओलिवेरा वांटेड टू लीव हुगो? सो this is according to source I'm quoting. This is not nothing I'm saying from my I have not confirmed this, but this is the information I've got, that uh, Hugo and Sergio Oliveira, there were some differences between both the player and the coach. So maybe Mumbai think it's a good deal for them, and then they of course now have City Group to get the players, so it will be easier for them to get players accordingly. So I think wo ek deal hai, and also Hugo want to leave. I think that's a major, and I think they don't want to keep unhappy player in the squad. Killer P says, Ashish, what do you think about adding limit on loss occurred in financial year with no cap on salary? This will make they don't overspend, gets level playing field for all teams. I think this is another thing for financially. हमको पता है बुक्स को मैनेज करना कितना आसान होता है अगर आप किसी भी चार्टेड अकाउंटेंट को मिलेंगे. सो आई थिंक मेरे हिसाब से ये कर सकते हैं, बट दीज आर फाइनेंशियल टॉक्स. आई एम नॉट एक्सपर्ट ऑन दैट. वो कर सकते हैं, बट मैं फुटबॉल के लिए बात कर सकता हूँ. आई थिंक अगर वो पैसा ग्रास रूट में जाता है तो वो इंडियन फुटबॉल को हेल्प करेगा. इफ समबडी वांट टू स्पेंड मनी, 200 करोड़ अगर वो खर्च करना चाहता है, दे वांट टू स्पेंड 200 करोड़, लेट देम स्पेंड. व्हाट डू यू थिंक सर्जियो ओलिवेरा वांट टू लीव? मैंने बात कर ली है. साइन मेसी सेज एटीके मोहन बगान. व्हाट अबाउट चेन्नई एफसी एंड केरला ब्लास्टर्स? सो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. एक और चीज़ मैं टच करना चाहता हूँ. अभी इस ग्रास रूट की बात निकली, एंड ऑफकोर्स हम बाकी क्लब्स के बारे में कल हमारा जो सेशन होगा इंडियन फुटबॉल लाइव, इनसाइड इंडियन फुटबॉल लाइव, उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. तो मैं इस डील के बारे में, क्योंकि कल ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करना चाह रहा था मैं, तो मैं इसलिए आज लाइव आया हूँ. एक और चीज़ मैं बात करना चाहता हूँ. इसमें मैं 2-3 क्लब्स का नाम लूँगा, एंड इसमें फैंस को ऑफेंड होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज ये एक रियलिटी है. एंड रियलिटी ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने काफ़ी लोगों से चेक किया है. दे आर सम क्लब्स हु हैज़ इन ISL हु हैव डन ग्रास रूट डेवलपमेंट के नाम पे, यूथ डेवलपमेंट के नाम पे उन्होंने सिर्फ दिखावा किया है. दे हैव शोन ऑफ. उस क्लब में आपके पास आप हमारे लवली नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड हैं, जिन्होंने कहने को नॉर्थ ईस्ट यूनाइटेड है, और पिछले 6 साल में they have done zero work at the grassroots development. They might have team on paper for under 16, under 19. I'm sure they don't have anybody under the ranks. That's one club, Northeast United, done zero work at the grassroots development. And I know fans love their club, but they should ask their clubs to put effort in the grassroots development. Fans need to agree that if grassroots development doesn't take place, Indian football is going nowhere else. That's one club I have told you. Another club, our lovely Kerala Blaster. Reserve team के लिए, for reserve team, Kerala Blaster have signed player on loan from other clubs in I League, and this is laughable, because Kerala is football crazy state. If Kerala Blaster gets up, they hold a trial for their reserve team, I am sure there will be thousand players, youth players from Kerala coming for those trials, because that's a tough work, right? They want to do easy work. They will sign players on loan for the reserve team. In past, they have done nothing on the on the grassroots development. Another club, and if somebody wants to feel offended, somebody want to abuse me, that's fine. But this is the reality, and people are afraid from speaking about reality, and I am not. And this is something I have been talking to lots of people in inside Indian football, that why these clubs have not done nothing. So that's Kerala Blaster for you. Their performance, their team in the KPL. Does Kerala Blaster fans care about what Kerala Blaster done in the Kerala Premier League? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about who are the players played for in that team. Not majority of the Kerala Blaster fans have any idea about it. But not done nothing in the youth level. Do Kerala Blaster have under 14, under 16, under 19 team regularly playing? COVID is fine. COVID was there. I can agree the grassroots programs are paused, everything. But before that, let's go before that. That's another club. Another club which I want to speak about, haven't done anything as of now. For example, Goa has done fantastic at grassroots in Goa for sure, and they have been doing many things which other clubs are not doing. Same with Bengaluru FC, they have done very well. ATK before Mohun Bagan have their academies, but before Mohun Bagan they kind of also made one team for CFL in Kolkata league system, but also done nothing at the grassroots level as compared to FC Goa, Bengaluru FC, these kind of club. Another club, Mumbai City FC. I know this is before City Group I'm talking about. They tried something, but they are not as bad as Northeast and Kerala and ATK. They have done something, but I think they can do more. Especially now City Group coming in, I think they should be doing more. So that's about, and I have touched upon these points before also, but maybe today we're talking about grassroots salary cap. I think I wanted to bring it out again because people don't want to speak about it. I have seen if somebody is speaking, fans of those teams start abusing that person. So that's my idea is, if it's fine if you can abuse me, but that's the reality. We want Indian football to develop. It's better Indian clubs start taking grassroots development as seriously as they're taking their first team, as the money amount they're spending on the first. I'm not saying spend same amount in the grassroots, but at least do something. Have your teams, have your state league organized, do something with the schools. Because if football is not going to the schools, football will not grow. It will be the same limited sport in India. So that's, and I have taken other names also. For example, when Delhi Dynamos were in Delhi, majority of their work was also dodgy at the grassroots level, and now they have Odisha. I'm not sure because of course COVID has happened. What they have done in Odisha till now, they're trying various stuff, but these are press releases, Zoom announcement, meeting, conferences, nothing much on the grassroots level again. So these are the clubs, and I think they should be accountable for this, and I think fans of those clubs should be putting their club on the asking them, what we are doing at the grassroots level. Like the fans are asking right now, who is the our forward, who is our center back, who is foreign signing, who is the Indian player. What about grassroots? And because of course majority of people don't care about it, so majority of the ISL clubs also don't care about it. So that's the thing. Another point I want to just touch upon before taking some questions is the another thing which going on in Indian football. I League clubs now refusing ISL clubs to loan their player. So they have made a stand. Many of clubs, we will not loan your players free of cost because we are developing your players by playing them. We will take a loan fee. So this is a reverse loan fee. Usually the club who takes the players, they pay the loan fee. I League club saying to the ISL club, we will not develop your player for free. It's your player. You have a long-term deal. If you want us to loan that player, give us money. And because of this reason, many of the loan deals to I League has not happened in the past season. So this is another very, I don't know who is right and wrong here, but this is also very complex and situation for Indian football. Clubs refusing youngsters playing time, and in both clubs, ISL, I League, I know that's, and I don't know who is wrong, who is right here, but because I League club, if you think about them, they don't have much revenue stream. They are right, but if I talk about national team development in Indian football, they are wrong. So I think hopefully they find some solution. AFF maybe come into between. Maybe these I League club should be paid development fees by ISL clubs, and maybe wages can be paid by I League clubs. I'm not sure what they can do, but this is another situation which is happening in ISL and I League with the player deals. So this is very complex situation. Now talking about signings and everything, what I think, of course, ATK Mohun Bagan is going to they're trying for Asian centre back. So let's see who they sign. Of course, if they sign, they're going to uh, sign a mega transfer again. We'll see a big name coming in because they're looking for an AFC Cup player. So even they want their all 4 foreigners in AFC Cup to be stars, mega stars. So that's the idea, and let's see who they're going to sign. We will figure it out very soon. Mumbai City FC will, as till now I was told that they have 3 foreigners. They don't need to worry about the fans. We will wait till July and then sign our foreigners because it's a City Group. So it's a City Group. If you don't know about it, City Group has their own scouting network. All the clubs get access to that, where they have footage, scouting reports about various foreigners. And sometimes what happens is if their scouts like the foreigners, then the City Group take a decision accordingly. This foreigner doesn't fit for Manchester City, but might fit for New York City FC, might fit for Melbourne City FC, and that's how they do these kind of deals. And now with Mumbai City FC in the same umbrella, they might feel that some foreigners is better for Mumbai City FC, so they're going to sign their player, and they have uh, a very good revenue stream, very good scouting network and revenue stream also, because what they have done with couple of foreigners, they've signed with New York City, then sent those foreigners to Manchester City also. So this is very interesting, and I think I'm sure they are capable enough to replace Hugo Boumous, and if they have sanctioned this deal, City Group, they know that they can bring a better player in less wages for sure. Because if you see the Hugo Boumous, this is third transfer he has done in Indian football, and all are paid transfers. So I think that's why they might be thinking, we can cut of salary wages again by signing a player who is better than Hugo Boumous, might take less salary because he's unknown to Indian football. So that's with the city, Mumbai City, and these two clubs. I think they're going head to head next season again. And talking about, I was just checking the squad of ATK Mohun Bagan, because that's what they're looking for, in AFC Cup. I'm sure we will see Aminder, Arindam in the goal. Then on the right back, the option of, if he plays three at the back, then he has option of Sandesh Jingan, Subhashish Bose, and Asian centre back. Then of course you have. I'm just going to open the roster. Subhashish Bose can also play as a left back. Then of course you have Michael Susiraj will be back, so he might play that left wing back role alongside Pavidas at right wing back. And in between, in midfield, they of course have some like Lenny Rodriguez, Zoni Kako is already there, and then Hugo is a number 10, and then you have three attacking players who can be Manveer Singh, Roy Krishna, and Liston Colasso. So I think very interesting team they have. And then, I have not spoken about player like Deepak Tangri, Ashutosh Mehta. Of course, Jobu Justin is also there, but I think he will leave ATK Mohun Bagan for sure. So that's the idea. And also another development, since we have talked about, is ISL Reserve League. And again, I don't agree with the concept of. I agree with the idea, but I don't agree with how they're implementing it. So they are doing a separate tournament, ISL Reserve League, and they clubs need to have a separate team, separate coach, everything. That's fine. And many clubs are worried about the expenses because of it. I have a different idea about that. Is, for example, in ISL there's a match between Mumbai City FC and ATK Mohun Bagan. Let's talk about these two clubs. My idea is a bit different. I want club to have a larger squad, and then of course the reserve squad plays one day before the match between the both the clubs, and say match day -1 before match, you can have your reserve team playing against them instead of separate reserve league. But I'm not sure how the logistics will be managed, but that's why they went with the reserve league, this idea. So I think, so let's see. I think because we have again another season under bio bubble, because I think Goa will host ISL. So I think I'm waiting for football to be normal, to be home and away, and see what clubs will do. I'm looking forward to what Hyderabad FC wants to do in Hyderabad. They have a very good plan. Same with Goa. And of course, because of COVID, all these grassroots programs have not activated as of now. So those kind of, I'm waiting for especially COVID to finish, so what clubs will do at the grassroots level. So that's going to be a very interesting thing. By these players, can ATK reach final? About comparing other teams, ATK in Cup, Jishnu. If you talk about their team on paper, I think it's one of the best team in AFC Cup. I think if they don't win it, it's a failure. It's a failure for them. It will be failure for Habas. It will be failure for ATK management if they don't win it. Because ATK management has done the job. They got the players. Now it's to Habas to go and win that AFC Cup, because the amount of money they've spent, I think they should be winning AFC Cup. So if they win it, it's good for ISL Indian football, because we might get extra slots in the Champions League next year. What do you think about the future of ISL with this type of so-called salary cap? Shankar Harikumar. Shankar, it will not fair on everybody, as I have spoken about salary cap, but I'm just giving you, I don't agree with the salary cap. I have suggested the alternate for it, and you can go, once these videos go offline, you can go just back and listen my views about salary cap. So my idea is, have 30% cap on salary cap. For example, if club is spending 100 rupees, make sure 30% of those 100 rupees is spent on the grassroots development. East Bengal, Rupinder Roy, I think is a big fan of East Bengal. I think deal between Sri Cement and East Bengal might be signed in next couple of days, and as East Bengal has already shortlisted some players, not many players are available. Some players they have shortlisted. They have told those players to wait for 3-4 days before East Bengal can offer them contract. So let's see. Look, I'm saying I think they will find a middle ground to have East Bengal in ISL. आई लीग क्लब्स ने कैसे किया ग्रास रूट में भी लोग. आई लीग क्लब्स की बात कर लेते हैं. मैं 2-3 साल पहले जाऊंगा. शिलोंग लजांग डन फैंटास्टिक एट ग्रास रूट लेवल. Dampo has done well in Goa, for example, in grassroots. Another club, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, the traditional club, they have something at academies, grassroots, but they could done better. far better because as they are the historic club in Indian football and Asian football, but they have done their role throughout. Tata Football Academy has done well, which is Jamshedpur partners, can you say, or owned by Tata only. Now going back to Aizawl, Aizawl have the young squad playing in state leagues in Aizawl, in the state leagues, which is a different age category. Niroka not done much again. Then talking about Gokulam Kerala, I think they're trying. They also new club because again they hit last 2 years now wasted by COVID. So can't say that what they have done, but they're also trying. They're doing well in the Kerala Premier League. They won it, I think, back to back edition. If I'm not sure, this season they won it for sure, and they have young players in the Kerala Premier League, so they're doing also well. So I League clubs because Minerva Punjab was there before they became Round Glass Punjab. Minerva Punjab, they done fantastically well at the youth team level. I can't not say that how much they have done grassroots in Punjab. Youth level, they've done fantastic under 14, under 16, under 19. So grassroots is a bit different. My idea is now Minerva Academy under Ranjit, they're trying something. They have a batch at under 8, under 10. So they're trying to do something similar. And other than that, I think these are the I League clubs which I remember right now. And they've done decently, not as good as we want them to, but they've done decently because they're not backed by big corporate houses. Amount of money ATK will be getting after winning AFC Cup. I have to check the latest AFC document regarding the same. If let me just give you the, it's not much because uh, majority of that is comes to AFC Champions League. Money wise is AFC Champions League. Let me just check what is the prize money for uh, this edition of AFC Cup for you guys. Just give me 1 second. Just give 1 second. I'm just opening the document as which I have. And I think it should not be much, but I think, but still, prize money is prize money. They will get one in Indian rupees. Let me also convert that for you guys. 150. Around 11.2 crores rupees for winning AFC Cup. They will get, and of course, they will get various subsidies, expenses for their traveling, lodging, and everything. So if they can win the AFC Cup, I think they can at least pay majority of the salary of Hugo Boumous for next 5 years. So I think that's the idea behind that, because 11.2 crores, it's not much compared to what Champions League money people get, what clubs get, but this is they will get, and half the money, around 6 to 7 crores, they will get by being a runner up. And of course even the zonal champion will get 100k USD. So that's the money they have. And of course for winning matches, AFC do pay the money. For example, for away club, in the playoff stage, AFC pay $30,000 for group stage, $30,000 for knockout stage, $30,000. So we do make some money because, but that money is spent in the traveling, lodging of the team. But 11 crores is not a bad money for AFC if they can win that. Has ATK signed Hugo Boumous? I think welcome Pratha. Good morning. Yes, they have won. They have signed the Hugo Boumous in a mega deal of approximately around 14.5 crores. Thoughts on new sports minister of India? I think Vignesh. Many of Indian football fans are worried that now Kiran Rijiju, who is a big football fan himself, has left, has been asked to take another ministry, which is law ministry, and now Anurag Thakur, who is a former BCCI president, and I think he was state minister in finance ministry before this, has been announced a new sports minister. My thing is, I think it's sports minister will do what Sai and all these officials will ask him to do, and of course he will has his own opinion. And will it affect football? I don't think so. It's going to affect football. Will it affect the money which they get from Sai to AFF for the national team development? Might be. It might increase. It might decrease based on the performance of India. So overall, Indian football will not get affected by it as much as people are thinking about it. So that's the idea, I think. And another thing which I think they might have brought Anurag Thakur as a sports minister, and I have put this on my Twitter also, that there are rumors, there are people think that sports betting should be made legalized in India, and it's of course not legalized in India. Whatever we do, it's through unlegal channel. So I think Anurag Thakur has some ideas regarding the same. I'm not sure. I'm just telling you what I heard from various people in and around. And I think that's the reason they might have asked him to step in. So next 2 years we might see that if sports betting is legalized, it's good for sports. If there is law and order are followed, because that will generate money, and that money coming from taxes in sports betting can be invested in grassroots of all sports by central government, can build more stadiums, and of course that's give another revenue channel for ISL team. We have seen them doing shadow marketing, for example SB Top, these kind of pari pari match with Northeast United. These are all our betting companies, but they can't openly advertise. So of course, if they can openly advertise, they might give more money to ISL club as a sponsors. So I think that's the idea, and I think they should be making should be legalizing betting for me if they can do it properly, and laws and can be made for the same. Sandeep Sarkar said it's not ATK, it's Mohun Bagan. I just don't want to get into the fight between Mohun Bagan fans and ATK Mohun Bagan management. As of now, the documents we receive, press release from club, ISL, AFC, it states ATK Mohun Bagan. So I think we, as a media organization, we can't change the name of the club. Even for East Bengal, we use SC East Bengal wherever it is written on our platforms. So that's the thing. Anish Rane is saying FC Goa striker and defender. FC Goa striker is, I think it will be done. The amount of money, I don't want to tell, but they have a good budget for the striker, and I think they are on the final stage to finalize that. Defender, I don't have any update. Anish Rane. Any news about Chennai FC head coach B Log? I think the news which we, of course, at Kilnow we released that Curtis Fleming is the advanced stage of negotiation with Chennai FC. That's true. I think he might be the coach, but there is not good response. After that report came out from our side, there's not a good response by Chennai FC fans. So I'm not sure. It can change at the last moment. We have seen that. But I think he's the closest one compared to the other coaches. I know the names of couple of coaches who have gave the interviews. Once the official announcement comes from Chennai FC, whoever is the coach, they will release those names, and these are good names, by the way. One of those coach has done very well at the Asian level, has a very good technical background, and what I'm told that coach has one of the best presentation among all the coaches, but I don't know what management is thinking behind that. So once that out, I will release those names we will release as an article. AFC Cup, Bangladesh at the last moment have submitted their bid to host the Group D matches in Bangladesh. Maldives have, I think I'm told, also submitted, but Maldives is unlikely after whatever happened last season, last time, and of course Bengaluru FC players breaking the bubble to go out in the night. So I think it will be Bangladesh, because AFC wants matches to happen. They don't want to cancel the matches. So and that's why they have announced ASEAN is cancelled, but South Asia is not cancelled. Yes, it is good money, Anish Rane, but of course I can't release the amount because that might hammer FC Go in the negotiation. Is Apuya coming to Mumbai City FC? Apuya case I have discussed before, Vaibhav Gupta, and Northeast is not, if they get say crazy bid, because it's just 1 year remaining in his contract, and if they get a crazy bid of say 1.5 crores, 1 crore, maybe more than 1 crore, they might sell him, but they want to keep him. That's what I'm told. Even he goes for free next season, they don't care, because I think he's fan favorite, and if they sell him, so it will impact negatively for their social media and the PR image and everything. National team as of now, no news. So I think we will have some news about national team in the couple of weeks, maybe end of July, last week of July. We'll have some news about it. ATK Mohun Bagan management is doing great, says Ajit. Uh, any news on Sumit Rathi? Sumit Rathi is wanted by FC Goa because many clubs looking for Asian centre back. So Sumit Rathi is wanted by FC Goa, Northeast United. I think, I'm not sure, but Odisha also inquire about him. The other clubs also have done the same. But ATK Mohun Bagan has told everybody very, very clearly they will not going to release any players free of cost. If you want to sign them, pay a transfer fee like FC Goa paid for Dheeraj. So that's the idea, I think, for ATK, that they not going to release Sumit Rathi if they don't have a good deal, because you have seen that them paying John Johnson salary without playing him. So they're not affected by that. If the player is not playing, how we can pay that? They're fine. They will pay the players. But it's bad stuff for Indian young players, and they need to be very careful whatever happening around their career. They need to prioritize game time accordingly. ISL should not become one horse race like Bundesliga, says Vignesh Sonar. I agree, but then again, we have seen story of Dortmund in Bundesliga. So Indian football still it's not like that. I think Mumbai City FC have the good financial backing. FC Goa has good management, good owner. They will be competitive enough. Same with Bengaluru FC. They are going different way now with Italian coach. And another thing about Bengaluru FC coach I want to share is that I was told by people who are aware of it, that he is better coach than what they have in past. As a coach I'm talking about, who trains the player, and that's what I'm told. So let's see how Bengaluru FC do their rebuild. I think it's going to be very interesting. Does Chennai FC has a good Indian defense? Salam Ranjan, Deepak Devani, Pratik Ramola? I think so, but still I think they will need foreign centre back to get these Indian centre back accommodate accordingly. So let's see. And also the coach is need to come there, and if Curtis Flaming comes, he plays 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2. So then it's going to be interesting how he accommodates his foreigners. Any update Mumbai City FC foreigners? Abhishek Pal, I'm just repeating myself. I think what I've told is the City Group will look into foreigners. I have told many times, many people in the later part of the July, they are not in hurry to do it. Maybe now, once Hugo is departed, but before they were not in hurry. So I think that's about it. We might do another show tomorrow, which will be our regular Inside Indian Football, because I'm now back in the office, so videos will be a bit regular. And also one thing I want to ask you guys, how's the audio, and do you guys want us to be live as soon as possible as when big news like these break in Indian football? Will you guys like that? Because we are thinking do it. Also, office bit messy from behind, but just lights and everything is still here, which is used to shoot the video. So we'll manage that. So let us know your thoughts. That will you like to uh, us to go live as soon as big news like today's breaks? So it will. Do you will like those kind of live shows? And of course, we will have our regular Inside Indian Football every Friday 6 p.m. like the past days. ISL matches will be increased next season. Each team playing three teams and 3+1. Rohit Sharma, R Sharma. It's not for 21-22 season. The games will remain same. Foreigners will remain 4 in the playing 11, but not mandatory Asian in playing 11 for the next season. I think it's depend on COVID, how COVID is there next season. Then I think they will take decision accordingly. They have to increase the number of games, or they have to increase the teams. So Durand Cup, I will just summarize on Durand Cup. Kolkata likely destination, but I'm not sure. Again, COVID is still there. Teams have received some invitation from army side, so there's some progress on the Durand Cup. So let's wait what happened about the same. ISL venue for 21-22 season, I think Goa. Many of you guys already know. Goa is tried and tested. They don't want to risk it. I think it will be in Goa only. Indian Hockey Olympics, and yes, Olympics is also here. I think just after a couple of days we'll have lots of Olympic stuff coming on. So to support Indian Olympic team in the Olympics, I think this is a good time. Personally, I would want everybody to support throughout these 4 years, but I think Olympics everybody should support. We have also uploaded the official anthem for the Indian Team India in the Tokyo Olympics 2020. You can find that song and video on our channel. It's sung by Mohit Chauhan. It's a good song. I really like it. So you guys can listen to that song. It uploaded today morning only. So is the roadmap still on the merger? Yes. FC approved that. It should be on the merger. So that's they can't they of course there can be some delay in some kind of steps they are taking, but they can't stay away from the merger. AFC Group Do news. Sonu Das, we only revealed that Bangladesh is able to bid at the last moment. AFC now is studying the bid and the possibility of hosting AFC Cup matches there. Maldives have also bid, I'm told, but I'm also told that Maldives is unlikely at this moment after whatever happened there last time. इंडिया फॉर गोल्ड होपफुली. प्रो कबड्डी लीग का क्या हुआ है? हरिंदर दिघा से पूछ रहे हैं. प्रो कबड्डी लीग आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि दिसंबर जनवरी के टाइम पे हो सकती है, बट अगेन डिपेंड करता है कि उससे पहले अपने वो ब्रॉडकास्टिंग राइट्स वगैरह के सब कुछ फिनिश कर सके. वॉलीबॉल की नई लीग आ चुकी है इंडिया में. इट्स द सेम पीपल, बेस लाइन वेंचर्स जो पहले कर रहे थे वही कर रहे हैं, बट विद अ डिफरेंट नेम, डिफरेंट ब्रांडिंग, एंड दे गोइंग टू साइन सेम प्लेयर्स, and I think that will be also happening later this year. Any Indian signing for Chennai FC other than Devrani? I think they have been talking to a couple of players, but people are excited about these Indian signing. But if you see the players, I think it's a bit. Uh, I'm not sure that how those players will do collectively. They have good Indian base as of now, but the other signing, I'm not sure. So let's see. Cover Olympic qualifiers. Individual details on Khel Now, K Sunny. We have been doing that. You can go to the website, and also make sure you like Khel Now page. Just Khel Now. That has every news related to Tokyo Olympics, Olympic sports in real time, and there are lots of stuff already coming on the website. So you can go to the website to read everything. Carlos Tevez is a free agent. His salary is 8.35 crores. He's 37 years. Can any Indian player sign him? 8 crores, you're talking about half of your salary cap. Will you spend that? So that's the question. And also he's 37-year-old, so the two are two important factor. Why can India bid for AFC Cup? Because of the COVID situation in India, and I think lockdown in Bangalore as of now, and lockdown in Kolkata is still there. I think I'm not sure what kind of activity is open. That's the reason they have not bid for it. But date is already passed. So it was 5th of July, and Bangladesh, I think, did it at very last moment. Updates on Mumbai City. I think the squad building and provide the fact that they play in AFC Champions League. Suchinta Siddhanta. What I was told is that they already had 3 foreigners before Hugo left, so they are looking for assign another 3 foreigners, which will also include an Asian player in the later part of the July. But now with Hugo left, I'm not sure how they will react to it. But I think they knew that Hugo will leave since April when ATK Mohun Bagan submitted the first bid to them. So I think that they might have worked in the background for the contingency plan accordingly. Any news about August CMAC? No news about his new contract as of now. So let's see what he has to do with that. I think that's also very important for Indian football, that our national team coach and their future is sorted out again. Do ISL players get whole 12-month contract or just 4.45 month contract for ISL clubs, because ISL is so short? It's usually season wise. So for example, Hugo Boumous is paid, for example, if say Hugo Boumous is paid approx 2.5 crores by ATK Mohun Bagan, he is contracted with the club for throughout the one season, and club can ask him to do whatever they want in football terms whenever they want. So it's not for a couple of months. It's 6-month deals. Usually clubs sign 4-month deals, but when it's a long-term deal, they pay them according to season. 3+1 AFC in ISL 2022. Not so well. It will be 4 foreigners in playing 11. Asian player is not mandatory in those 4 players. अबे नॉर्थ ईस्ट का बोलना भाई. शर्मा जी, नॉर्थ ईस्ट का आई थिंक दे विल रिटेन देयर फॉरेनर्स. They're talking at the last stage with Gallego. I'm not saying it is done. It is work in progress. Same with Brown. It is work in progress. When it will be done, of course, you'll get the news. But they're trying to retain their foreigners first before going for new players. Why India is not getting proper striker? It's a different topic for another video. But I think because we don't have enough players playing as a striker position in our domestic league, that's the answer. If you're not like this video, you can like it, because we are just 14 likes away from 200 likes. Do let me know your thoughts thoughts on this format. Do you want us to do regular live streaming of big news whenever they break? And before we go, and this is for the 128 people who are still watching, there will be a big news related to ISL coming soon. We are trying to bring it, waiting for the confirmation, but it will come very soon, and it is a big for Indian football and ISL both. So stay tuned for that. Whenever we can get, we will tell you guys, but be waiting for official confirmation regarding same. So that's that's the bonus for the people who are watching throughout this video. Many has already left. So once we have that confirmation, it will come on khelnow.com for sure. All social media links, website link is in description. Also, you can go to my Twitter handle, which is 7negiashish, number 7 negiashish, on Instagram and Twitter. If you have any feedback regarding these kind of shows, you can give me there. Any questions, sometimes try to answer as many people I can. Of course, transfers I can't tell, but if you have any other query, you can of course come and ask me. And you can also join our Telegram group, which is Khelnow community on the Telegram. So we have lots of similar Indian minded people who want to support Indian football from different teams are chatting 24 hours. You can do that, and hopefully India do well in the Olympics. Hopefully we get at least 5 gold medals in Olympics. That will be a big achievement comparing to India. Have not got these amount of gold medals in last couple of Olympics, I think, hopefully. But again, with COVID and everything, this Olympic is also very tricky for Indian Olympic teams. So hopefully, I think maybe a gold medal in shooting, gold medal in wrestling, one in boxing. These are 3. Then of course hockey team has some chances. Shooting we might get multiple medals. Then there is weightlifting also. So it's possible. 5 gold medal. Hopefully we'll get it. If government allow fans in stadium before ISL start, even then ISL will be held in Goa. Yes, I think they will allow fans in Goa, like they allowed media in the last ISL final, but they will not risk it for home and away model, because that's what IPL did with the multiple traveling, touching power, getting exposed to the multiple public points. So they want to ignore that, I think, and that's the plan, that they will take it in Goa only, even if government lifts the restriction on the crowd, and if they allow some type of crowd, it will still happen in Goa. VAR system in ISL, what's your opinion? My opinion very simple. VAR for one match, it's very costly, and I don't think Indian football need money somewhere else. VAR should be our last priority. And this is again I'm discussing with somebody else what ISL can do, and this is with the AIFF, because refereeing is done by AIFF. Introduce an extra referee who will be behind the goal, and that extra referee can help lots of decisions which are getting wrong inside the box to be right. So instead of VAR, I think this is more feasible for Indian football. Get that because we have seen that extra referee in the Champions League match in Europe. So it's possible, I think. Get that extra referee behind both the goals, two referees. That will help to correct the majority of the wrong decision happening in the box. Super Cup news, nothing as of now. Even if it's happened, it will happen end of the season. I can't see it happening before the season. Why are clubs lagging behind content creation? I think there is no connection between fans and players. Vignesh, I will tell you the reason behind it. First reason, there are 4 or 5 clubs who has their media team as a full time working with them as an employee. Majority of the work is outsourced to the agencies, which change every year. Media managers gets changed every year. And if I send you the raw press release written by ATK Mohun Bagan, I think any college going student with a basic English knowledge will be able to write a better press release what ATK Mohun Bagan have sent. So that's with the clubs, and that's another reason that clubs like Bengaluru, they do good media work. Clubs like Goa, they do good media work, because they have a regular media manager, media team working 24 hours for the club. Their priority is the club. So it's not same with the majority of the clubs. So let's see how these clubs handle that also. Is there a league for ISL reserve team or a youth team? As of now, the reserve league will be there, not officially done yet, but they are planning for, and the youth league is organized by AIFF, in which ISL youth teams play. Why SAF Cup date not announced, but Bangladesh likely maybe in the later part of the August, but I am not sure as of now, no information. Mumbai City and Lubera are crying. I am not sure because Mumbai City will get good players to replace Hugo Boumous. How could Carlos Cuda do as an Indian coach? He knows Indian football dynamics better than Stimac. Uh, I I think if you see, I asked him in the podcast also very critical questions. If you have not seen the podcast, he can be good shout compared, and he also told that if you want foreigners, get foreigners who understand, who knows Indian football beforehand, some like Roca, some like Carlos, Ashley, and everything. So I think can be good shout. I'm sure. When will India will start basketball league like NBA? I think India had some college league something for basketball. I think 5-6 years ago. Before that, I think I'm not sure they have anything right now. But NBA rights is I'm not. They are planning something. Will they plan a franchisee-based league or grassroots development? That's going to be interesting. So I think that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow again. Let's give your feedback maybe here on my social media handle, which is 7negi Ashish. You can give it to me. Do you like these kind of videos? Do you want us to go live as soon as breaking news break for you guys to talk about with the extra information like we did for Hugo Mo? Of course we prepare for it and then done the video for the same. So do let us know for that. If you are not hit the like button, do like, and of course mostly people who are sending comments, they are subscribed, but people who have not subscribed to our channel, they can subscribe. We're going to bring lots of content related to Indian football, Indian sports, non-cricket, rising sports content. So that's the plan. And of course we are also trying to have our own studio, so we were planning something for next 6 months. We might announce full-fledged YouTube channel, sports studio channel, where you will get lots of sports video content. So that's coming from our side. We are just on a planning stage right now. So once of course we get permissions and everything, we'll share the details with you guys. This is for in upcoming 6 months. That's the plan. So yes, everybody think break the news as soon as possible. So that's great. I will see you guys tomorrow again with the inside Indian football episode, another episode where we will discuss about some transfers, some other news which is going regarding ISL, and some more stuff about Indian football. And also there is AFC under 23 championship qualifiers draw happening tomorrow. My thoughts is India in the pot 3 in that, and I think it's going to be interesting that who India get, and I'm very looking forward to it always, because that means our under 23 team will be active again, and I really want our youth teams to be active. And this is the thing, our youth teams get active only when there is a qualifiers. India is in pot 3, so I will just before finishing this video, let me check for what are the pots for India, other which team India can get for it. Just give me 1 second. What happened to Khel Now Thailand? Jitin Pradhan is going. We have launched the website with playnowthailand.com, and it's there. It's everything is going there according to in Thai. It's nothing in English though. So you can go to the website. They have their own separate social media account. India is not in pot 1. India is in pot 3, by the way. Yeah. So Thailand team has a uh, different social media handles, which if you're interested in Thai football, but it is in Thai. And of course we have lots of access to Thai football now, so whenever India plays, we'll be able to bring you more and more content. India is in the pot 3 with Kuwait, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Lebanon and Yemen, so which means India can't face these teams. And I think we are not ignoring any, we are not able ignoring any big team. Pot 1 is very interesting: Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Syria, United Arab Emirates, Iran, Iraq. I think best option we have in this is maybe Jordan, if you ask me, from pot 1. Pot 2 is Qatar, Bahrain, Tajikistan, Oman, Palestine, Bangladesh in pot 2. That's shameful for Indian football that our under 23 team has not performed well in the AFC under 23 qualifiers in last time and before that also. That Bangladesh have gone ahead of us and they are in pot 2 and we are in pot 3. So best team from pot 2 can be Bangladesh for me. So Jordan and Bangladesh. Pot 4 it's Kyrgyzstan, Nepal, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Uzbekistan. I think we should ignore Uzbekistan from this pot. Kyrgyzstan, Nepal, Maldives, Sri Lanka, I'm open to anybody for a banter. I will love having Nepal in our group, and okay. So there are more teams in pot one. I've just forget to tell you guys. South Korea, Australia, Thailand is in pot one, by the way. That's tell the development they're doing at the youth level, and we are at the pot three. North Korea and Vietnam also in pot one, and we take pride beating Thailand. I agree, we should, but that's the shameful for us. We are behind, so behind that we are in pot three. More team in Bangladesh is with Japan in pot two. That's another thing, and China, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore. What they have done is they've divided in West Asian and East Zone. So of course we're not going to play Japan, South Korea, Thailand, Australia, these kind of countries. We are going to play West Asian countries, and which is South Asian plus Western Asian. But these spots tell us the situation of Indian football. Why Mumbai City head was removed, R. Sharma. So CEO left due to personal problem. And regarding their director of football, I can't comment at this stage. So let's wait. In ISL, total spending is 16.5 crore. How one player get 14 crore? Really confused. This 14 crore is a total package, Rajesh. His salary will be to 12.5 crores for 5 years, which will be around 2.5 crores per year. So don't get confused with that. This is a total package for Hugo Boumous. Uh, and Deep says how they can sign him. Deep, I'm going to end this video now. It will go offline. You can watch it again. I have explained in detail how they have signed it, what kind of money they are paying, what kind of deal they have agreed with Mumbai City FC, and why this is the biggest deal in Indian football ever. Because it's not for 1 year, it's 5 years. So any forwards in Chennai City are both Indian and foreigners. Of course, they have been talking to some players, and Jobby Justin is available. He's talking to multiple ISL team. I think he will have a new team this season. Let's see where he goes from here. Hopefully India get a good draw tomorrow in AFC Under 23 Championship. That will be very interesting. That's mean our Under 23 team will be active again. Can Liston, Calasso and Yasir play in Under 23 qualifiers? Okay, this is another question. Let me check the date of the players' eligibility. So player born after 1 January 1999 are eligible to compete in the tournament. So which means I think Liston and Yasir are eligible. I have to just check their date of birth again. What is their official date of birth? No, Liston is not eligible, by the way. He is 98 born. So that's with Liston. Just check with Yasir Mohammed. Yasir Mohammed is not eligible. He is born in 98 again. 1 January, born after 1 January 1999. So that's the cutoff date for AFC Under 23 Championship qualifiers draw. So thank you guys for joining in. All social media account, website link is in the description box. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram with the username called number 7 Negi Ashish. Number 7 Negi Ashish. So where you can send any feedback do you have regarding these videos or Kill Now work and anything. So thank you very much for joining in. Any defensive midfielder for Hyderabad? They got Edu Garcia, they got Wanan, they got Ugbache. So just wait for a couple of days to hear about the defensive midfielder we're looking for. Roy Krishna is leaving ISL. What about East Bengal Siri Cement management problem? I think East Bengal and Siri Cement management problem will be solved in a couple of days. Agreement will be signed between both the parties. ATK Mohun Bagan is making sure they retain Roy Krishna. Who will be coach of under 23 team? Usually it's national team coach, but I'm not sure who is our coach because we don't know is there any coach appointed for under 23 team or not. AFF usually do it before the qualifier starts. So let's see, maybe Flight Pinto, maybe we can give Viviano a chance because Viviano has nothing to do with under 16 team because AFC under 16 qualifiers, AFC under 16 championship has been cancelled by AFC. So it's going to be interesting that who they appoint as a national under 23 coach. So thank you very much. So hopefully we'll talk about it more stuff tomorrow after the draw at 6 p.m. We will talk about in Inside Indian Football, another episode. Thank you very much for watching and keep following Kill Now.